tena. Sound iko sawa? Yeah. Mko set? Tuko set na ngoja tu Kimaliza mnaniambia 1 minute. Hello? Yeah, when are we clearing first end of the term in terms of exams? So that they clear 11th to 16th. But that's one thing we hadn't agreed on. Did we agree that we are running the internal this time? So that we avoid the early... Okay. So we can discharge them on 16th, isn't it? Or 17th. Okay. Sawa. Okay. Externals zinarun mpaka? Okay. Sawa. Sound check. Sound okay? All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this program ya Ikue Updates. Kama kawaida tunawaletea hizi interviews ambazo we expect them to be as informative as they can get. Today we're here with the Chief Principal, KISIWA National Polytechnic. KISIWA Polytechnic. Yeah. So KISIWA National Polytechnic, and we would like to hear more from the hostess mouth. So, Alim, maybe we can start with you introducing yourself to followers.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, my name, thank you, Edward, for giving me this opportunity to appear on your online platform. Yeah, my name is EMMANUEL WAMALWA, Principal KISIWA National Polytechnic. I'm glad to address the audience through this platform today in order to enlighten them about what we are doing here, how the institution is run, and many other things that we have running here. Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe we will start with your background. Where do you come from? Relatives? You know?
Well, I happen to be coming from within the county, Boma County. To be specific Sirisia constituency. I happen also to have had a stint in my early childhood in Kabichai constituency, in the Milama area. To some other extent, I am also a resident of Kabichai constituency, having settled my mother just here at Chebukwa. So, generally speaking, I belong to the county of Bungoma. By clan, I am Omkolaki. My uncle is the late KISIWA Nat'L. That's the man my father follows. My father was a serious sportsman. He was a FIFA referee and a musician also, but the set piece sort of music, having been a head teacher in primary school for the late George Wamalwa. He was a well-known Kenyan. Yes.
KISIWA was popular in music, right?
Yes, he was a very popular musician among the Bukusu community, spanning through Trans Nzoia, Bungoma, and Busia, even in Uganda.
You did not pick
some
talent from him, yes.
I have it. In fact, I'm actually a musician. The only thing now I do, I play instruments and I can sing. But mine is now more inclined to the church. Before KISIWA died, I was grooming him to play gospel music. Unfortunately, he passed on before he released his first hit.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe you can tell us about your early education and how you maneuvered to where you are today.
Thank you. I went to school in various schools. My father, having been an educationist and a very strict man, I followed him very closely. And wherever he went, he wanted to go with me, because I was his darling son. And because of being his darling son, he would punish me very many times. Even when I became number one in school, for my father, number one was not enough. You would get home and then you're laughing and you're happy because of your being number one. And he would look at the report and ask you to go down. Then he will, because of the marks you did not score.
Yes.
So he would tell you, "Enda chini, marks will be mama yako." And therefore I went to various schools. I was, but majorly I was at Londani Primary School. I was also in some school in Tesoland called Katome Primary School. I was also in some school in Nakuru where I also did quite some stay in terms of my primary education, called Jamhuri Primary School opposite the State House, Nakuru. So that's how I went to school in primary. And then in secondary school I joined Chesamis High School. But before I went to Chesamis, I was admitted at Kibabi Boys because I was a footballer. So I went to Kibabi Boys because of football. But when I got to Kibabi, we were fed on uji in the morning. Then lunch, we were given ugali with punde that was not very good. And I stayed there for 3 days with some dangerous diet. I thought I can try Chesamis, where I had my admission letter. So I requested my father to allow me to go to Chesamis, and that's where I took all my studies. Only when I got to Chesamis only to find that the diet was the same. There was the same kunde, there was the same uji, but there was some bread somewhere in the menu for breakfast, which I had not seen in Kibabi, but it was there. Only the day hadn't reached for the bread, so I left it before. So I did my O-level at Chesamis High School, and I qualified to join university directly to do power mechanics, automotive engineering, which I did at Mo University. And I cleared my university education in 1996. I was a clever chap, so I never had any soup anywhere. I just cleared clearly, and in 1996 I was posted. During our days we were lucky because we would be posted before you even before you graduate, not even graduate, before you finish. Yeah, so we were signing employment letters before you sit your last exam. So I left in 1996 directly. First of all, I had a stint at Nakuru, a school called KITI, Kenya Industrial Training Institute in Nakuru. And then I left thereafter to Gombe in Busia, where I was until I left Gombe for Bunyala, where I came from to this place. Bunyala, I took the college off myself in 2017, towards the end, and it was not even complete. I went to complete the building, so I completed it. Worked hard to ensure that we got equipment, and as the time I was leaving, the college had equipment worth about 120 million in terms of agriculture engineering, in terms of food and beverage, and we were in the process of equipping the training department. So we did well at Bunyala, having raised the institution from 0 enrollment to around 1,500 students. And up to now, I think it's one of the stable young colleges in this country. So today, I'm at Kisiwa National Polytechnic, but I came in October last year, towards the end. I found here an enrollment of 8,000. Actually, to be specific, 8,200. And today, we stand at an enrollment of close to 12,000. That is in a span of almost 1 year. So, having dropped off those who completed about 2,000. So that speaks to the speed at which the institution is growing. When I came in, by the grace of God, God works in his own ways. He talked through our founding father of this institution, Mzee Dominic Wetangula, man I really respect for what he has done in this community, in this county. So Mzee requested the president to upgrade this institution to a national polytechnic. And by the grace of God, the president, whom I know loves the Mzee so much, assented to his request and granted it. And that's why today we stand proud to say that Kisiwa is a national polytechnic, yet it was a TTI recently. It has moved very fast actually, and that's why Mzee must be really respected, because it's not easy. Some institutions have had such kind of statements, but have taken long to reach the status. So we thank God.
Would you then just tell us something like a history of Kisiwa? You know, most of us don't really know much about Kisiwa beyond what it is now.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe just a brief history.
Yeah, briefly, Kisiwa historically it started in 1961, and it was initiated by Mzee Dominic Wetangula, and it started off as a youth polytechnic, training specializing in carpentry and joinery, in clothing, in textile, and leatherwork. And that was the case until 2009, when again, through his effort, the institution was upgraded to become a technical training institute, which are funded by the national government. And from there, of course, they now received staff from the Teacher Service Commission, starting with the principal, who was here, the first principal of this place, who was called Sabulei Moses. And from 2009, now we have moved on. I am the 4th principal of this institution since 2009. My colleagues who have been here have either retired, like the first man has retired, Mr. Sabulei. The 3rd person, who was the principal, has also retired. The 2nd principal is the current principal of Kitale National Polytechnic, and now I'm here as the 4th principal.
What about the one who is at National?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's Dr. Godfrey. Yeah, Godfrey. So actually, I'm the fifth principal, not the fourth.
Yes.
Dr. Godfrey Murunga is my immediate predecessor. Yeah, so him is there at Bungoma National Polytechnic.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had how did I forget about it?
So recently you actually, was it last week?
Yes,
You had
on Friday.
On Friday.
Yes.
You had a graduation.
Yes.
Tell us something about it.
Yeah, this institution has had graduations before, but they had graduations as a technical training institution. So this was the first graduation as a national polytechnic. So we were calling this inaugural graduation. Inaugural because it is the celebration of our graduation with a new status. So in this graduation we had invited, the first round we had invited His Excellency the President, of course through our leaders. And that had been the case, and we were looking forward to hosting him in that the other week. But the unfortunate thing happened, which was that, of course, you know, we lost our statesman and the hero of this nation in many aspects. And the president, in honor of that, called off all events. We could not have gone ahead with that graduation, despite the fact that it was on a Wednesday when the president made the pronouncement, and our graduation was on Friday. Or most of the graduates were already in. I would say maybe all of them, because we had about more than 1,000 whom I had to talk to and convince to agree with this national mood to go back and come the following week. Not even the following. I didn't know when we were going to have the next the date for the next graduation. So I just talked to the students and I requested them to accept the status as it was, or as it were. So we agreed, and they left. And we honored Baba. We attended his burial service. And I'm happy that we did it, to at least give him his last respect. Yeah, so then we sat together again with the board and the management, together with my staff. We looked at various things here and there, and we resolved that we can as well have the graduation last Friday, a week later, and we agreed. So we went back to the media to make announcements. It was tough. Yeah, it was tough. Remember that we were doing a little bit of improvements here and there. We had done a bit of improvements in our offices, in our boardroom, in our branding within the institution. So quite a number of things we had to do changes in order to make the graduation, and not just the graduation, but also for posterity purposes, to make it good. So we managed to beat that deadline. And I'm happy that we had graduates turning up in their numbers. Actually, we had about 2,000, almost 200, out of the 2,457 graduates expected. About 2,200 turned up, which was fairly a good number. We also had about more than 15,000 people in attendance, and it was really massive because I had arranged a city capacity of 9,100, but people who sat were almost half the people who were standing.
Oh, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm happy that people really came to celebrate the graduation of their sons and daughters. We are proud that we hosted such a big number, and we did it with ease. We didn't strain.
I actually from town around the Kandui Shell stretch.
Yes.
I was driving by. There was someone on the border.
Yes.
With a young man behind him, then there's a girl in a gown,
Yes.
and a lady at the back. We drove up to Kabula.
Yes.
They were still there, meaning they were going that direction.
Yes.
And I was like, wow.
Yes, yes, yes. And we are happy. We are happy that people came in their numbers to witness the success of our graduates. I'm proud to say that we have a team of trainers that is very competent. And as a result of that, or a show of that, is in the results. If you looked at our graduation booklet, you'd actually see credit, distinction. There is one department that read the list of distinctions, and there were too many to imagine.
Which are your most, the ones that you can say had the best performances?
The departments that performed the best, we had, I have to say all of them, but the best were liberal. We also had good performance in health science. We also had good performance in agriculture. We also had a very good performance in building. Did I say building? Yeah, in building. Yeah.
So
Even food, even hospitality and tourism. We had good performance. Very good performance.
do you have programs, like say foreign programs, or that help in skill upgrading?
Well, we have programs like agriculture, where our students who excel land opportunities in the UK, and there are some new opportunities opening up in Australia. We are also chasing something which I'm sure we're going to land on in some sort of a collaboration with another university in Chicago. Not one, but we want to start off with the first one in Chicago. So the one of Chicago, we are just working on on the proposal. We are at the preliminary stage. I'm sure that once this is done, then this institution is going to have an exchange program of our students and staff with that institution in Chicago, who are very good in sporting. That institution is very good in sporting. And the request that they have given unto me is basically because I love sports, and I'm excited about that soon to come collaboration, especially in the line of sports. Yes.
So
maybe before I move away from that, we have our students who are doing agriculture. We have a total of about 60 right now who are in UK. After they completed, they were taken through some interview with the recruiters from the UK, alongside other institutions. But for us, we have a 60 who are there now undertaking jobs. They're doing jobs, agriculture-related jobs. One of them comes from not very far from here, and he was supposed to have been the alumni representative during the graduation. But unfortunately, one or two technicalities made him fail to appear in the camp because he was not alerted early enough. But when he came back, he had a lot of money to an extent that he was like, now, can the institution support me build some hostels around? And we were saying, yes, go ahead, do hostels, and we shall give you support by giving you students. The guy has enough money to do quite a number of hostels around here. Yeah, because they're making money there. So we're happy. We're interested in making more of our students undertake trainings here that will lead them to such opportunities, both locally and internationally.
Talk of hostels, what is the relationship with the community around here?
Yeah, we have such a beautiful relationship with the community. I wish I had invited some members of that community to come here and talk. But like for hostels, you know, it has been government policy as at 2019 the government had made a directive that we stop constructing hostels, so that we allow communities to do hostels, and then institutions concentrate on tuition rooms, workshops, and equipment. So then we collaborate with the community to provide accommodation facilities. That one I do with a passion, and even here, the community who have done hostels, they have our students. This term, I had requested that we be given NYS trainees from the NYS training institutions. We have 93 NYS, but I think 2 might be leaving us because they're joining the forces, KDF. So that means we'll remain with 91. So this 91 are being accommodated in hostels with the community. We negotiate in the proper way. We follow the procedures for acquiring such facilities, the procurement procedures. Then we give them the students, those who qualify. Yeah, so we have them, they're staying there. Then there are others who just look for the hostels by themselves. Now that the college is not doing hostels. Yeah, but you know that the government is currently doing hostels in Tibet institutions. And Kisiwa is one of those ones that is about to receive a hostel by the government, the housing project by the government. I want to encourage also the community by that even if this institution got 1,000 units, the hostels by the community will still be in high demand, because 1,000 units for Kisiwa is nothing. You can imagine an enrollment of 12,000 students. Wanakaa wapi? Na tutawamalizia wapi kwa hostel? It's not possible. So these students stay as far as Chebukwa. You know that is very far from the institution. Yes. But they're comfortable there. There are some who are staying at Mokwea. There are some they're staying deep. There are some who almost at Marakaru sites. So we have quite a number of people in the community who are benefiting by virtue of our students being here and seeking accommodation within the available space in the community.
At times I tend to, I run into concerns about the high rates at the hostels. As an institution, do you find yourselves forced to mediate where such concerns are raised?
Yes, we are forced to. Last Friday, one student called me in the evening, and he was complaining about the power rates. He said the landlord was overcharging them on power. The landlords here are very organized. They even have a committee that takes charge of those issues. So, like for me, I relate well with that the executive of that community. So what we do when they bring such issues, the dean is aware. So we bring them on, and I alert the dean. So the dean gets in touch. If it is beyond their measure, then we can come onto the table for consultation to resolve the matter.
Yeah. Let's talk about capitation.
Yes.
There are so many concerns out there. And they're more or less it's a blanket concern.
Yes.
I don't know how you maneuver around it. Delays or lack of it.
Yeah, you know, it's both. It's both. We have had a few challenges here and there in the recent past. And that one we are all bound to understand. And that's why at some point you remember the president was asking everybody to understand that the government was really trying to work out a way to pay the foreign debt. And we in our institutions, we had to support the government, despite the fact that yes, those challenges are there, but we are supposed to, we come up with the ways and means of ensuring that we survive and the system continues to run. Otherwise, we have had challenges in the sense that even the capitation has reduced. Despite the fact that this capitation is supposed to be phased out, it's actually being phased out.
Okay.
Yes, it's being phased out. Even now, I think we are doing the last batches for capitation. Like for us, our students who are to be capitated right now have reduced. I think they're about 2,000. No, less than 2,000. Those who are supposed to receive capitation. And usually, when we started, capitation was 7,500 per quarter, which was translating to 30,000 per year. But now it is low, much lower. I don't even want to mention the figure. It's much lower. And as a principal or accounting officer, it's upon you to balance. You must work a way of balancing your income with your expenditure. Because if you don't, you will strain everybody and you'll crumble the system. And may I thank God for his wisdom upon my life.
Yes.
Because I try very much to balance my expenditure with the income. So despite the reduced capitation, we have survived. What I'm doing currently is to enhance our production or income generating units. And we are trying to work on our farm to ensure that it's productive and profit making. We're also trying to, we've introduced a new income generating unit, which is the bakery. Our bakery right now is functional. We are capable of producing, as at now, we're still lower, but my target is that we can run up to about 5,000 or 6,000 loaves per day. We are in the process of getting to print the papers. It's a process because, and it's the packing papers, because we have to get the licenses that are supposed to be procured. Yeah, that is NEMA and KEBS and all those things. So, but we have made payments. I'm thinking that within the next 1 week or two, all those will be with us. So you'll be seeing Kisiwa bread. It may not come in that name, because we are still getting to see whether the name is existing elsewhere. But if it is not, then expect to see a loaf of bread called Nice. Yes, Nice bread.
Nice, okay.
You just get to see it called Nice bread, but under that you will see Kisiwa National Polytechnic.
In the same line, maybe you can also just benefit us with information on assets the institution has, like land.
This this college sits on a 23 acre piece of land. And we are in the process of looking for more land because that is too little. We do not even have a field. The field we have, you saw during the graduation, it was packed to capacity. The tents for that capacity occupied the whole place. So we are negotiating with our neighbors to procure more land, especially for me to do, we want to do recreation facilities. We want to do a field, things like that. And then we have workshops in mechanical, but we're in the process of equipping. That workshop is not well equipped. So I'm really trying to improve the equipment in the workshop. We have building, we have workshops and sheds where students do their practicals. We have computer, where we have the Gitume lab, and of course we have our normal working lab with about 200 computers. We have a beautiful library which we are still equipping, especially enhancing the e-library section, where students can be able, we have Buku, a library system which students can be able to access the books without necessarily going to the library. Yeah, but the library space is still adequate, but we look forward to making it bigger. That is in that storage structure you see out there. We have a new tuition block which was opened during the graduation by our chief guest, Dr. Vitus Nyangala, who was together with our beloved Governor Kenneth Lusaka on that day. We have a new block coming up. I hope that funds will not be a limitation for us, so that it can be completed. Phase 1 is going to be completed by end of next month. And that phase 1 is for hospitality and tourism department. Phase 2, which is a pure hall in totality, but with collapsible walls inside. That is going to help us meet our other demands for large groups, including hosting meetings for those groups that love themselves, like the county government of Bungoma. If they have large groups whom they want to feed well, seated comfortably in a clean, neat place, then they will only be finding it at KISIWA, because that building is one of its own kind. Yes, so those are coming up. We have an engineering block on the lower side, which is a massive one, but it's at the ground floor. We still have first and second floor to be completed. We need about 58 million to complete the block only, and about 20 million to equip the whole of it. Yeah, so we have quite a number of blocks, but we need more because our enrollment is beyond our facilities. But we are managing, despite that challenge, we are managing, and our students, I think, they are comfortable.
You mentioned the presence of Mheshimiwa Governor here. I've just been trying to look for a concern that had been raised earlier.
Yes.
Yesterday someone was asking me, why was Governor Lusaka in this gown? So maybe you can benefit the concerned person with an answer why you had to dress the governor that way.
You know, governor the governor. Sasa watu wasilete maneno mengi. Our governor had to appear the way he appeared, because he was our guest, and we all know that governor is a school. The man was going to school. Yeah, so those who want to know more details, they can actually come and see us privately. We shall explain. Yes.
I don't know. I hear someone is complaining that sound is low. I've seen Wakili Mahakara, and Mahakara is following.
All right.
Saying, sound goes up. Goes up.
I'm getting.
Okay. So maybe it's on his side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Politics. Kwanza kabla hiyo, there's this, you talked so well about Mzee Dominic.
Yes.
Have you? Oh my. I don't know if this mic is having a challenge. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Okay now? Hello? I get you. Okay. My question was, have you named any structure around him in
Mzee's honor?
Yes.
For sure, yes. We have discussed it in the board already.
Yeah.
I had a proposal given to the board that we name one building in his honor, being that he's a founding father. And that, allow me not to disclose further, because it is something that we are working on with the board. And because it has been cooked, almost ready, and I want to surprise Mzee when it is up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we know that such an institution you can't separate it from politics.
Yes.
How has politics impacted on this institution?
One, I want to first of all appreciate the area MP for his support in terms of bursaries by the CDF.
Majimbo Kalasinga.
He has supported the institution. I think he has given us well over 2 million in terms of paying for students who are from Kapichai constituency and schooling here. I also want to appreciate the MP for Kandui, for Bwana Makani.
Yes.
He also gave us, he has supported this institution as well. Very well. He gave us about almost 1.6 million, paying for students from that constituency who are schooling at KISIWA National Polytechnic.
Just give me the other mic. Excuse me, sorry. We just need to switch. What is it? Okay.
Bring him in. Let him come in. Yeah.
So just remove.
Sound check?
Yes.
All right.
And this one, mine.
Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, sorry about that. We just had a sound hitch, so we were just correcting it. Ndio uzuri ya kuinvest kwa hizi vitu. We had to use the second set we have. So we are also blessed. Mzee Dominic has just arrived here.
Yeah.
So I hope atatupatia sekunde zake mbili.
Yeah.
Tuongee naye kidogo.
Yeah.
So you were just addressing the issue of the impact of politics.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm saying that we have, I mentioned about the support from the CDF Kabuchai and the CDF Kandui, which of course is that is guided by the sitting member of parliament. Yeah. So I appreciate that that is there. I also thank God for the MCA, especially the area MCA for for Nalondo, West Polytechnic, who is really supportive in various ways. And many of the MCAs within this constituency, they are all very supportive. And for us, we're lucky because we are supported by even those who are not from this constituency. And many of them are even sponsoring the students from their wards by paying for them money. I also want to appreciate the MP for Webuye West, Dan. He has also supported students by paying for them in this institution. It's not so much, but at least it's what he has done. That said and done, we may not be able to run away from the fact that we have those naysayers. The naysayers are there, and they will say things that they think or imagine, not the reality on the ground. And that's why I usually say, I can't fight a political leader. No, I do not fight a political leader. I can't, and I don't even want to, because I'm not meant to be in politics. And I don't think I have a dream.
It sounds okay. I see several concerns the sound. You are getting me loud and clear. Let's kick her. Okay. So, tuendelee tu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those naysayers are there. We can't avoid them, but we have learned to work with them. What I say is those who are interested in working with us, we are really open hand and open heart. Open heart, open hand, and open mind. So we welcome them to come on board. Those critics, I don't mind positive criticism. That is okay. If somebody criticizes, we take it positively, but do not just criticize for the sake of criticizing.
Okay.
Even what is right, you won't criticize. Or what is being done in the right way, you find you don't see anything good in it. So we want to encourage even our leaders to look at things objectively, not subjectively.
So maybe just as we wind up, Wakili Mahakara, Henry Mahakara is asking, highlight some innovations in technology by students and or tutors, and what is the sum proposed to CDF for infrastructure upgrade and research proposals?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Wakili. We, as an institution, the first innovation that we are giving a lot of weight is this one of the learning management system, which we have developed in-house and our own instruction. What has been disturbing me when I came here is the high wages due to the trainers being paid by the board. And we wanted to be sure that the trainers we are having are actually the ones we need, and not that we are missing or exaggerating on hours anyway. So we had to come up with a system that controls the workload. So we have a system that cannot allow a trainer to be overloaded. It only loads you to capacity, 28 hours. We have a system that monitors class attendance by the trainer.
Okay. Yes, just a minute.
Okay.
You know, I noticed that you viewers.
Are you okay now?
You okay?
Just give it about a few seconds so that you see it was picking now. Hello, 1, 2. Guys, I hope now the sound is okay. Hello? No. Hello? 1, 2, 1, 2. You can hear me?
Yeah.
From the from the earphones?
Yes. This one.
Okay. So maybe we can just wind up.
The sound is
Yes.
okay.
Sorry about that. We are still live on Ikwe updates, both Facebook and YouTube. We were just winding up. Tulikuwa nasoma tu concerns za those concerns zenye naona ni relevant, and we just talked about that one ya Wakili Mahakara. Yes.
Yeah.
Wakili Mahakara said.
Yeah, the innovations. You talked about the innovations.
Innovations in technology by students and tutors.
Yeah, and I was explaining that we have that learning management system. One, I'll say it will lock out a trainer if you are late for class. Two, the system can be able to detect a student who is dubbing. We used to call it dubbing. You know dubbing? In an exam. Yeah, if you copy in an exam, the system will detect and report to the invigilator that the student so and so is copying. It is the only system, by the way. It has many other features that we do not have any other system like that in the world. This is the first one of its kind in education systems. So we are glad that We developed it. We have been exhibiting it in our trade fair. We are even proceeding with it to Mombasa for another exhibition. That's one. And then we also have another one which it helps the government to collect tax. We have a system like for fuel, fuel stations. If the pumps can be installed with our system, then the money paid by the client, the system deducts the money and pays it to the government account directly. The tax, so that it gives the owner what belongs to him, and the tax goes to the government directly. So hakuna wizi kwa serikali. We also have the 5 functional bed which we made, and when we exhibited it in our public service week in Kenya, it was the second runners-up countrywide. So it won that position, and we were able to represent Kenya in Ethiopia with our innovation. So I must say that as an institution we are doing well in terms of innovations and skills. Yes.
I notice you have so many trophies. These are for part of them. Some of them are for the innovation.
Yes.
And sporting.
Yes.
I believe.
Sporting and those exhibitions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
As you might be aware, we are the regional champions overall in matters sports.
So maybe just to, as we conclude, I need to inform you that most of the comments here are heaping praise on you.
Thank you so much.
Some of them are just neighbors around here.
Yes.
And I noticed that they're saying some very nice words about you. They must be very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're a good principal, but you can't cooperate well with the community. You can't consider the community as the founders. Rekebisha vitu hivi George Nganga anasema nini? Huyu inakaa kona hivi na wewe. Ati kurekebisha kuwork the community, and you have said so well about how you work with the community.
Yes.
Probably maybe it's just like
I think I have I may need that George. I welcome him to my office.
Yes.
Let him come to my office. We can have a discussion. But I do not think that I have any issues with the community as it is, because I'm interacting with them on very close at very close levels. Yeah. If there is anyone with an issue, I'm a very open-minded man, and they are welcome. They can come to my office. We have a discussion, or they can even stop me on the road when I'm passing, and we will talk.
Bukevo is the student leader around here.
What is that?
He says, yeah, he congratulates you for having nailed the graduation under very serious challenges. He has written something very long, so I just shortened it.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone here, some of your students are also following you. Peter Wanjana is saying, "Akutoa kwa computer lab." And as informatics server.
Okay.
Using the technology that the institution has here.
Yes.
Equipment.
Yes.
And yeah, I think guys, we will end there. So, Mr. Principal, you must be having some challenges here and there.
Yeah.
What you've talked about majorly inclines towards achievements.
Yes.
Maybe you can talk about the challenges you're facing around here.
Yeah, we have a few challenges here and there which we are trying to work around. But majorly, our biggest challenge, of course, is funding. We have shortage or inadequate funding because, like, I have that block there, the engineering block, which the suspended slab is not giving me a very good picture. So I'm really working out a way to see how we can get funding to complete it, because it has some leaks. I've done proposals on the same. I believe we will have our way. We also have some shortage of equipment in some departments, which I'm also working very hard. Like I'm working with the different departments here to equip them well, so that they can be able to do their business of training in a good way. Otherwise, you'll find that trainees will be having a challenge. The issue of funding, which is one of my biggest problems actually, in fact, let me say the paramount, the cardinal problem. Like I said earlier, I'm now coming up with IGUs. Like our clothing and textile department, we already have agreed with the department to equip them for purposes of making uniforms, even for all our schools within the county and beyond, because we can have that capacity. The graduation that we held here, there are certain uniforms that we did locally for the first time. We did it here by the same department. We are now looking forward to making that bigger. Even our graduation gowns, I'm intending to do ours, probably in the next 1 year. The next graduation, we're not going to hire gowns from anywhere. We will be having our own gowns. We can hire to Kibabi University because Kibabi doesn't have the capacity to produce internally. They can leverage on our ability to hire to them or even in other institutions to beef up our income. Our catering department, we are equipping them to give them the power to help our students do their practicals hands-on by offering the catering services within and without. If you ate our food, I don't know whether you accessed any meal during the graduation.
No.
I will invite you when we have another function.
Yes.
We had nice food, very nice, well served, expert touch. That was all courtesy of our department, catering, which we now want to give outside, so that they also assist the community by offering them very nice services on catering. Yes. So challenges other than that, of course, we have a shortage of land, which I've already mentioned, and we're looking for funds to acquire more land. We have the biggest shortage of trainers. Like you can see, we have 121, actually 22 trainers being paid by the Board of Governors of KISIWA National Polytechnic. 122. Though that one is on average running to almost 3 million. 3 million. Close to almost 4 million. Okay. So that is trainers only. Now you see that is a big burden on the institution. And we are hoping and trusting God that within a very short time, in the near future, we will be able to bridge the gap by hiring more staff paid by the Public Service Commission, and also get more money to buy land and equip our departments fully. Yes.
Okay. There's someone here called Mutoro Kaita.
Yes.
Looks like the image here looks like it's from a lady.
Okay.
And we are warning idiots who like fighting development and must appreciate our own sun, soil.
Yes.
We will deal with them. Congratulations for the best graduation ceremony that was held last week.
Thank you.
That one I had to read because apparently that must have been the only lady, and she's been very active here.
Okay.
She also says on the Wanyanipopo.
Oh,
Someone from Wanyanipopo is in movement.
yeah.
So Mwalimu,
Yes.
We've been here. This is actually it is 1 hour on the dot.
Yeah.
And Mwalimu is a very busy person. We arrived here on time, but he was in a meeting, and still Mzee has arrived here. Mzee Dominic Kutangula is here, and I'm sure they still have more to talk about. We want to see whether we can steal 2 or 5 minutes ya Mzee.
Yes.
To akitu grant, tutaongea naye kidogo, so that we also hear. Ni mashule nyingi nimesikia mambo ya Mzee hapa akiongea mambo ya shule zile participate in, and many other things. I hope he has time for us to do that. So Mwalimu, thank you very much. I was here last probably in, maybe during election time. That's where I was around here, but I didn't get an opportunity to get in here.
Okay.
And I was just saying, if you gave us an opportunity, we can also tour.
Oh yeah.
So that we see for ourselves.
Yes.
And we can also take a few clips which we will share with you.
Yes.
for the institution. You can use them in your own way.
Okay.
So guys, that was it. This is Edu. Normally mimi nataka kujiintroduce nikimaliza. Naitwa Edward Omala Simiyu ama mkipenda Edu. Na mna watch hiyo ni Ikue updates tumekuwa live both on Facebook and YouTube, and very soon we'll also be live on TikTok. Tunataka tusonge hivyo pole pole. So tunashukuru sana. We hope that we are welcome any other
time, any other day. You're welcome. We're proud to work with you.
Yes.
Especially for the positive development of this institution. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, Manil.
Yes.
This is good. I like your office. I like your office.
Thank you so much.
Nice office.
Asante. Yes.
Asante sana.
Yes, yes.
So you can just
maybe we needed to say the kind of courses we have.
Yeah, just a minute. Tumemaliza. Okay, ngoja.
Yeah, because I think it is important.
Very important.
And I will give you this one.
Yes.
So that you carry it away. Yeah, we have quite a number of courses spanning from liberal studies, where we have programs like information science, that is library, to IT, where we have our computer science and or information technology, information communication technology. We have automotive engineering. We have building technology. We have architecture. We have land survey. We have electrical engineering. We have clothing and textile, which I'm really proud of, and we are taking that course to another level. We want to encourage students to come here. Hata kazi watapata anda wengine hapa ndani.
Mwalimu, we have these guys we call bloggers.
Yes.
Who some of them they don't know much about blogging per se.
Yes.
It's only that they have a phone.
Yeah.
And they want to post something.
Yeah.
As a senior blogger, I was looking at a scenario where we could get some form of sponsorship for some small courses.
Okay.
For these people, so that at least they learn the trade.
I
know.
like
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. In fact, that's a very good proposal.
Yes.
You see, we are now a national polytechnic. Come March next year, we intend to have mounted our first programs as a national polytechnic to be examined or assessed and certified by us. One of the programs we can be able to develop around a course for is that one of blog. For sure, that one I can assure you we will do it, and we will do it in consultation with you people who are in the industry, so that we come up with a program, a curriculum, which you guys can come. It will be shorter. Yeah, you can do it online. Being a blogger, you know, online would be the best for you. So we do it, and 3 months, you have an exam, right? And you get your certificate, and it will be good actually to enhance the work. Yes.
So this one you can share it with me on soft copy.
Yes.
I prefer soft.
Yes,
so that
we
I can easily share it out.
Yeah.
I hope it will help you get more students here.
Correct. We are doing admissions for January. We are advertising for the January intake, where we will be opening on 5th of January 2026, and we encourage students to come and join KISIWA National Polytechnic. I think this is the institution to belong. Yes.
So maybe that invitation should just look there in that camera.
Yes.
And do a proper invitation.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Allow me to inform parents and students, especially those who cleared their form for this year and might be clearing at the end of this year, that we will be having our intake for January starting on 5th of January, and we will be admitting in all our courses. Let them know that we have short-term courses where we have mentioned in departments such as building department, mechanical department, business department, health sciences, electrical department, hospitality and tourism department, ICT, liberal, all those. We want to welcome you to join us in January. KISIWA is a place for you to be, and if you come here, we give our students a lot of attention. You will grow both curricular-wise, sports-wise, talent-wise, and also curriculum-wise, academically. So karibuni sana, tunawapenda nyinyi wote, watu wa Bungoma na Kenya yetu yote. We welcome you. We have students from all over this country. We have students from Mombasa, we have students from Nairobi, we have students from Mandera, and we have students from Bungoma County and Western region at large. So karibuni sana.
And as they say, the ni yetu. And when you say ni yetu, we are all Kenyans, right? But primarily the locals around here, those who've grown up here, regardless of your tribe, you are all locals.
Correct.
This is the place to be. Find time, look at the brochure.
Yeah.
I'm going to share online so that mchague kitu ile mnataka, ile na kufeva wewe, ile na feva watoto wako, watu wapate elimu. Asanteni sana. Have a good day. Tupatane jioni tukiwa kwa Mheshimiwa Polycarp, ambapo tutaongelea pia mambo yake, tuongee mambo ya Nalondo West, tuongee mambo ya Ford Kenya. Unajua ndio chairman wa Ford Kenya Sai Kapchai.
Yeah, and I must congratulate him for doing our road here in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing well as an MCA.
All right.
Yeah.
You had it. Have a good day, guys. Haya.
Interview.
Msahau. Msahau ngoro na alafu kirida.